Welcome back. Some days ago, Charlie Boy dished out some fatherly advice to his daughter and single ladies in general. His advice has been viewed as very controversial and has started a conversation about the state of the marriage institution in Nigeria. I'll read an excerpt from his advice to his daughter. Darling, you know daddy always loves you no matter what. Most importantly, you know damn too well that you are not under any pressure to get married. So be patient. Concentrate on your career and yourself, my darling. He will come when he comes. And if he doesn't come, have your baby. I wouldn't mind another grandchild. Did I really say that? Yes, I did. And I meant that. What are your thoughts on this? We're going to talk about it. Now, let's not focus on the Charlie Boy factor. Okay. Let us take the conversation over Charlie, because I don't want us to focus on him.
It's the advice.
It's the advice we're going to work on. What are your thoughts on this advice to single ladies?
I support it.
Okay.
Wholeheartedly.
All right. Okay, let's go.
Can I speak?
Yes.
I don't.
Go ahead. Wait.
I'll speak first. I support it. Like I'd said many times before, we had spoken about polygamy, you know, having one man having several wives, the fact that the ratio of women to men is like crazy. I would think that if you're getting to the age of your mid-30s and you still haven't found a partner, mainly because you just can't find someone that you would want to have as a life partner because their virtues, their morals, their ambitions, their dreams don't mesh with yours. What's wrong with having a baby out of wedlock? That's the question I need to ask.
Biological my view, there is everything. I understand the issue of biological clock, okay, but then one of the best gifts you could give a child you're bringing into this world, I can understand if you have it out of maybe an accident, but you just don't wake up and on purpose you get pregnant and you want to have a baby out of one of the best gifts you could give your child is a family. Okay, you cannot have a baby as a consolation prize for not having a man. I don't.
It's not for consolation. It's
it appears to be a consolation prize.
No.
Yeah, I think
it is. It's a consolation because you apparently you know the biological clock is ticking and you don't want all your ovaries and all that wasted out. So you want a baby. You want to be able to say, I have mothered a child.
All right, let's hear Mike's thoughts.
Well, I think every individual is entitled to what they want to do. I mean, you know, because we have this marriage thing, because I fall into the category of, I want my daughter to get married. My daughter should get married. You know, so you're wishing, whether she's happy or not, you're just thinking, let my daughter be married. But we're only thinking of the now, because if she says she's getting married, I will do the party. Where my gele will be sitting up here. I will say, so I'm not really thinking of her life.
Yes.
So I think that if she decides to have a baby out of wedlock, I will support her.
Yes.
I would support her.
I read the whole statement that Charlie Boy made.
Sansi is looking at me in shock.
I read the whole statement that Charlie Boy made, and he actually had started with the fact that he asked his daughter, how's your boyfriend? And she said she's no longer dating the guy. And he said, why? And the lady said, his daughter said, he doesn't have any ambition, he's not hardworking, he's not focused. And the father was like, well, if you have a child, this is his own experience. He's not saying it for everybody out there, but for his kids and any single daughter or single woman he can advise. If you have somebody who seems to know what they want in life, and they're chasing it, and then they're stringing along some guy that doesn't have any future prospects, instead of waiting and waiting and waiting because you want someone to take you off the shelf, take your life into your hands.
I need to pause that because I've not invited our callers. You can call us on 070-8066-8014. You can tweet at us at YourViewTVC. We'd like to hear from you. Okay, I've heard everybody's statement.
Yeah.
Now, there's an argument that young people, like women, actually are getting very ambitious these days, and the men aren't obviously following suit. And it seems as if every woman, right, if you date somebody, people just automatically assume that you're trying to lord yourself over the man because you are doing well and you have confidence. But every man now feels as if, this girl, she's cool. Can I cope with her? That kind of thing. Now, but in view of that, like I just said, is it okay for a woman to still be full in charge of relationships? Like, it's almost as if, for me, I feel like regardless of what position you are, a woman should still be a woman.
A woman should be a woman.
You shouldn't still take over the position of the man.
A woman should be a woman, should be a woman, should be a woman. I totally agree. Yeah. But in certain situations, you become a man, more or less. That's why the Yoruba say, because you go through certain experiences and men have dealt you very badly, and then you become so hardened. And you know a woman is supposed to be soft, But when you get to that point where you can do it all by yourself because the men have been lacking, you have deadbeat dads and all that, what's wrong with you?
Excuse me.
Yes.
You can't do it all by yourself.
I can.
Yeah.
And
Because
I
you
have.
still need that thing.
Yeah.
That thing is just for, no.
Okay.
No.
So you still need it.
Breakfast show. Yes.
Okay. Well,
you need it
I know I'm the single lady here, and a lot of people would expect me to be in support, but I don't. I'm actually taking the stand for the guys today. The thing about men is women's biological clock and that of men are not the same, which makes women to be
have
more
Hassan.
tendency.
Hassan, good morning, Hassan. Are you there?
Good morning.
Go ahead.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah. Actually, you ladies are doing very good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'm an outer. I'm from Tennessee.
Okay.
You ladies are very, very good.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Especially Sister Annie.
Thank you.
Yeah. They're doing very good.
All right. Thank you so much, Hassan. Any comments on this issue?
Actually, I don't think it's very, very good. I don't think it's a nice thing to.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. All right.
Could I
On an issue, yes, Tanzi.
Well, I was saying that men generally are late bloomers. Okay, when a woman is officially 18, when she's legally allowed to date, she's equally officially allowed to get married. But for a man, it's not the same thing. Men are late bloomers. He has to find himself. He has to find his stand. He has to find his identity and how much he is making.
Fantastic point you make. Okay. Now, many men are late bloomers. Now, a woman right now, you have a man who obviously isn't where he should be right now. Exactly. Your job really is to help him out. That's why we are with helpmates. So now you now start getting frustrated because, oh, he hasn't gotten a job, and you now lose sight of his prospect. You're now blindfolded by the fact that he's not doing well right now, and you say, oh, let me just have my baby, I'm just move on.
Most people don't.
You don't do that.
No. If you know marriages, most women will tell you, I was there with him when he had nothing. It's the way marriages start. You start dating somebody probably in university, you already see him having prospects if he stays on the right path. And you guys start becoming a couple. You court for 7 years, 10 years, and then when you get into the workforce, you realize that the person that is 2 years older than you isn't going to move fast enough as you are going to, because you're boy and girl. So you probably start looking for someone who's slightly older, who's been settled more.
Okay, let me pause you. I have Sam. I have Sam. Sam, good morning.
Morning.
Yes, sir.
How you doing?
Very well.
You guys are cool.
Thank you. Oh, I'm so sorry. All right, okay, go ahead.
So you find this man, but in this statement that we first referred to, the guy said to his daughter, if he's not meeting you at the point of your needs or requirements for a husband, don't feel that you do not have the choice of having a child out of wedlock. If you forever wait, how do you, Sanzi? You wait for many years because you're waiting for a man to pluck you off that shelf. At the end of the day, you're choosing. You're always dating. You choose, it doesn't work for you. You choose, it doesn't work for you. You're not going to get married just for the heck of getting married. And if by the time you're 30, you still haven't found the right man, you could decide, I want to have a baby.
Okay, we'll come back to the child out of wedlock thing. We'll treat that on its own. Okay. Now, I was just going to ask a question. Why should people have been having sex before marriage in the first place? I mean, call me naive. I don't care. You can call me whatever you want, but I mean, I'm very old-fashioned. Why, when you meet a person, you guys date, you hang out, you talk, why are you having sex before marriage? I thought even the Bible, the Quran, everybody, they're against it. So why, what's this issue of
excuse me,
testing the waters and what's that?
Mariah, that's your own. This is the 21st century.
I know, I grew up in the 21st century too.
It's your choice. And YK, could you tell us about your daughter and your recommendations?
I've been thinking how
that what's happening.
That's all this one that you are doing, you know. Cobwebs are growing there.
She's a 24-year-old.
She's 25 now. She turned 25 2 weeks ago. And still, no man in sight.
Can I speak about premarital sex?
After victory. 1 second. I have victory.
Let me tell you something. Sometimes it's better because if you just go and marry him, when you get there, you see he's a pervert or some sort of...
Jehovah. All right, hold on. Let me talk to Victory. Victory, good morning. Are you there?
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning to all the ladies in the house.
Good morning, Victory.
Auntie, I actually love the African pride in you, most especially being very natural. And I must commend you all for your good work.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I strongly believe it's the current trend in the country today. And because a lot of factors have contributed to this. No? And you should understand one thing, most especially with the ladies. If they are aging out, they will definitely want to give birth to a child out of wedlock, like Auntie has said. So I wouldn't blame anybody or any lady who has decided to take such a decision. Thank you. Have a very wonderful.
Thank you so much. All right. Yes,
so I was going to say about premarital sex. I said personally, I have a daughter. She's only 16. But believe me when I tell you, with every single bone in my body, I would recommend premarital sex. Right?
It's against the Bible.
Of course, it's against the Bible. So many things are against the Bible, but we're living as human beings at the end of the day. I do not want my child having just that one husband's penis.
Hey, Jehovah.
It's a money shot.
Oh my goodness.
Term, what's wrong with you?
Oh
it's the biological term I'm using. Why are you
fighting? There's a way. Okay, I get the point. You made your point.
I'm not done. Okay. I'm using the biological term. I don't understand why you're fretting.
I'm just worried.
I would recommend that somebody samples more than one penis.
Hey, I'm sorry.
So
I do not agree.
No, you cannot finish.
Seriously.
Wait, you can't finish, please. Sanzi, go ahead.
Okay. I do not agree because this is a man. This is a woman. You love each other. How can you not be compatible? I do not. Hold on. I do not agree. If you're honest with each other, there is no way you cannot be compatible. If you're in a relationship, you can work things out. That is why you are in a relationship. I totally do not agree. And then the issue of naturally, a man sees you, all he thinks about is making out with you. Yes. But then the problem with women is we get into a relationship and we don't have our standards. We don't state our standards. Okay, this is what I represent, and you question his intentions.
Okay.
Because
I represent premarital sex.
I am totally against it. Okay.
Good. Lion Sanzi, and I would like you to continue to stay against it. Because honestly, I lived it in my life. There's nothing wrong with it. I didn't have premarital sex. So I am still normal. Nothing doesn't make me a saint actually, but I just going by the rules. And you can actually be, and even though also
she was, and I believe her.
And also, Sanzi, it's important for you to know something, and I really appreciate about you is the fact that don't let anybody put you under pressure. You see, when you love somebody, even if there are issues in that area, you can work it out. There's nothing.
There's nothing you can't work out. That's what I believe.
Yes. That's when you have something to compare.
There is nothing you cannot work out. The more you have people you compare to, the more your marriage falls apart because you always want to.
We have James.
I would ask you a question.
Come back to you. James, good morning. You have killed me today. Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning. Oh.
This day, I'm a single lady.
Okay. Okay, go ahead.
I've been listening to the program. Having a baby out of wedlock, is it like, what if the woman is not capable of taking care of the baby? Is it good for her?
Okay. Well, if she's like 35, 36, she's probably capable of taking care of the baby.
Job she has. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
So
Thank
can
you,
I go back to this thing? If we could be honest with one another here. You can boldly say on national TV, I was a virgin when I got married. I appreciate it. I wish Sanzi could tell me the truth as to whether or not she has ever tried out sex. Right?
I'm celibate.
Your celibate means you've tried it out before.
You know what?
No. Let's go back to I'm not going to answer that. Okay, personally, I am celibate because I have officially told myself that I have found...
Sanzi, pause.
Okay.
Let's calm down. Let's take a deep breath.
Relax.
1 second.
Okay.
1 second. We'll get there. The issue is it okay for a woman to have a child out of wedlock?
We said that.
So we're saying the two. One says it's okay. The other person says it's not proper. Let us do it within marriage. That's the summation of everything we said.
Yes.
We have to move on to let's talk.
Can I just say one thing?
Final comment.
You know, because a lot of women wait.
Yes.
And then they reach... I have a friend, she's over 40, she's put her ovaries in a fridge.
Okay.
And you know what, especially in this country, you don't have a child, you are 45, you say, look, she's a witch. So sometimes women prefer to have the child even if they don't have a husband.
So certain circumstances can make you want to have your children out of wedlock. That's your choice. I think you've said it before, if you're an adult, you can choose to have your kids out of wedlock. That's your business. You're an adult. Let's move on. Next up, myths and their realities. See you after the break. We'll be right back.